Hey guys, for this week's 2-minute drill, I'm going to be talking about an article I read from Elliot Friedman on Sportsnet Canada. It is about the NHL's current situation in regards to escrow moving forward. So for a little background about how NHL escrow works, it is essentially a percentage of money held from each player's paycheck in order to maintain a close to 50-50 balance on revenue between teams and the players. So right now, typically for a season, it'll hover around 9.5–10%. So if teams are able to play games this season and that the season is able to actually finish and we have a playoffs, the league is currently looking at around $220 million in lost revenue. So this would be about a 4% increase in escrow for the players, which isn't a ton and shouldn't be too big of a hit for them, but if we are unable to play a season, including the playoffs, we're looking at closer to $1.1 billion in lost revenue for the league. And this could mean that the escrow goes up as much as 35%, which is a lot of money. So one of the scenarios being discussed is having players defer some of their paychecks. This is an interesting scenario that is being thrown around. It would let players miss out on some of that major escrow, defer some of the money till later in the year, because escrow does change throughout the season depending on how revenue is going. And it would also give teams the ability to defer some of that money up front when they're not making as much money when games aren't being played. So I thought it was a really interesting solution, one that's being thrown around. We all know that revenue is a big part of the league. Obviously they play to make money, the players and the teams. So I thought it was a really good solution, and one that I think will probably get implemented. This week the decision does need to be made about players with their paychecks for the remainder of the season. So we'll be seeing if that is a decision they go with very soon.